Who do you want to be? Omni or Ember?
Omni.
Why?
You can be Ember.
Why?
Then I can smack you into the dirt.
Yeah? Omni Knight, I mean, he should smash that matchup, right?
I have a hard time imagining Omni losing versus almost any melee mid.
Yeah.
I think the hammer's just ridiculous. Like, once you get the shard, you get to level 10 talent. He has 50 base damage, I believe, as level 10. Unless I didn't look at that right. No,
he does have a damage talent. Yeah. 10.
So you get that. It's a huge damage spike increase. Suddenly you get these double hammers off and on a single target burst. It's absolutely bonkers. So that's what I'm looking for. If he has a good lane, he can get to that sort of mid-game timing. There's a lot of ways you can itemize him, but generally you're going to go like phase boots, maybe echo, maybe some other mana regen / physical burst item.
Yeah,
and then you're just good to go.
Was, you know, it was Echo Saber, and he did go into phase boots, Echo Saber, and then he went into Octarine. He actually didn't get the shard until late into the game, 42 minutes.
Maybe that's some like Tormentor thing too.
Yeah, I might have been just playing for Tormentor.
I do think the shard's pretty good. But either way, like this is a hero that you're picking to dominate those melee matchups. So to me, this game is a lot about what happens mid. Does Makoto get the abuse going in this matchup? Does he pull out ahead and then make space on the map? And then this ball with the Omni Knight buffing up the Slark, buffing up the Leshrac, who are running into Beast Coast. Is that enough to just power through the Sandstorm, the Nake's hitting you, and Ember who's going to try and change you into those follow-up arrows? You do have the Omni Dispel as well, versus like arrow combinations and stuff, which can make it hard for Beast Coast to play the initiators in this game.
Sure.
Especially if they're not going on the Omni Knight. And maybe if they go on the Omni Knight, then you have a lot of other saves. Like this Talon lineup has a lot of saves. You have the Pudge Shard that can come out later. You have Chen Heal, and then you have Depth Shroud on top of the Omni buff.
Yeah, they do have a lot. That being said, so Sand King very well known for his like single target, like I'm going to Burrow Strike, and then we get some sort of arrow follow-up. 23 is experiencing that right now as he gives away First Blood to Schofield. But there was the change Sheep was talking about with the new Aghanim Scepter. So now you have this Sandstorm that actually drops these basically random Burrow Strikes around. That is a different component to that hero and a lot more interesting, a lot more capable of like having more staying power in a fight than just trying to burst someone with the Burrow Strike Epicenter.
They are random though.
They are random, but you know, an interesting fact that I'm interested to see whether or not Sacred does this or not. You can make the RNG a lot better for you. You want to know how?
You can subscribe to Dota Plus today and improve your odds.
All right, that's a $20 check from Gaben right there.
Straight in my email.
So I was playing this hero and somebody was like, why don't you, isn't it better to keep Sandstorm level 1 so you have a better chance for Burrow Strikes to land? I was like, there's no way it works that way. It works that way.
Okay.
So if you leave Sandstorm at level 1 and you go the Aghanim Scepter, it pretty much like doubles your chances of Burrow Strikes being able to land on the target. Granted, the area is smaller, but most of the time you're just going to be focusing on just one hero anyway, so.
Do you want to play Sand King with level 1 Sandstorm?
That is the part, right? It's like, okay, that means you have to have level 1 Sandstorm for the entirety of the game. That sounds kind of bad.
That just sounds bad. I don't know about kind of bad. That sounds bad to me. I don't know. Maybe the payoff's worth it. Maybe we'll see it eventually. But right now, this
just cut it through the creeps.
This lane is kind of bad for 23.
Yeah.
He is doubling up the deaths straight off the bat. Rough start for Slark. This is a hero that can come back from rough starts, but not really in this lane, honestly. I feel like Sand King just dumpsters you if he gets the advantage here, because not only is he preventing you from going on the waves with Caustic in the melee matchup, but you have that all-in kill potential. On top of you can go and just steal any stacks or pulls that Ollie maybe can get to salvage this lane.
You do not want to lose lane against Sand King in the first 2 levels.
Nope.
Because he doesn't get really strong until level 3, but Burrow Strike Arrow has proven to be able to get 2 kills so far, and now he's level 3. Actually did not go. I'm a little bit surprised. I feel like when you're playing the lane so offensively, I'm not sure if I would go Sandstorm in this situation.
Yeah, but you didn't think he'd get the other kill. He's going to have a super fast Vanguard up here, which just makes him invincible.
Yeah.
Makoto is pressuring Dark Mago. He is winning mid here, building up a sizable net worth lead already on top of the double CS. So that's good news for Talon. That matchup is going their way. And the offlane has been fairly neutral. I mean, it is jabs on a Lesh versus a melee carry. But anytime you can do well in an Enchantress lane, you're probably pretty happy with that too.
Yeah, they're matched up against a support Pudge, which I would normally talk about how that's pretty useless, but, you know, BetBoom actually played that earlier today. They actually played it, I believe, against TSM. And Save was rocking the pudge. Had some really sick hooks in there, too. Actually got the GG game-ending hook.
I mean, if you're landing them, you're a good hero. But you got to keep landing them.
Yeah. See whether or not Q is able to have that same kind of effect.
23 is going to take another arrow top. Man, he is just getting zoned off these waves. He is falling very far behind. And that is a concern for Talon, because how are you going to go into this mid game if your Slark can't man up versus the Lifestealer? It's a pretty good Lifestealer game otherwise. We've seen how much farm Hector can get, and the start that Sacred's having. Like, this is kind of a semi-group up, not maybe push lineup from Talon, but a lineup that does want a 5-man at some point between the Lesh, Omni, and Chen. If Sand King has the game he's having right now, are you going to be able to run into these higher level Sandstorms with the early Vanguard, maybe early Crimson? It's a really good Crimson game. Talon do not have ways to punch this Crimson that easily outside of the magic damage, and they don't have ways to dispel it that easily.
So that is an interesting point, right? Is he going to go Crimson Guard or is he going to go the Octarine build, right? Because you talked about how good the Arcane Boots Vanguard into Octarine build is.
I think it is the build. It's the premier build.
Yeah. And this is a hero that takes advantage of it in an extreme way.
Well, I think you definitely go that build. I just think it's at some point you're going to get like Pipe or Crimson in this game for somebody on Beast Coast.
Okay.
I don't care who, but I think you want him. I think 23 is dead again. Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Yep, he's dead. Going to be chased down by Schofield. Schofield, who now turns around and will not quite die to the ghost. With the help of the blood grenade, they actually do a decent amount back into the Chen.
Never refuse go.
Yeah, like you just suicide here.
Yeah, seriously.
He's going to stay around, I guess. He's got some stats, got some boots. Offlane continuing to go very well for Beast Coast here.
Got to get those Lotuses.
Man, I've not seen Sand King have a start like this since 8 patches ago.
Yeah. This is a hero that has usually struggled every single time he's showed up in professional matches over the last few years. But, I mean, he may just be that right combination. Could be a good laner.
Oh, the hook.
Nice hook and a big burst. What a catch there from Q. That'll help things out a lot.
Yeah, now you're starting to exert some pressure on this matchup that was already going your way with level advantage in Makoto's side, region advantage, net worth advantage. You want to make the most of these mid matchups when you have them like this, not just leave them totally in a vacuum. That's just free kills for supports off the rotation. Wouldn't mind coming back and killing him again because Dark Mago is still level 5. Like, you still have a window where this Ember is very susceptible to just getting run down here, and you have Catapult Wave up mid.
Yeah, perfect time, really, to kill the enemy mid laner again. But Q plays it out in this bottom lane. I mean, it's an Enchantress lane, so it's naturally going to be a little scary for Jabs. He wants to maintain on the offensive, kicking Hector out as much as possible, never let them get their turnaround 100-0, which kind of is possible when you have a slow with Lifestealer.
I just think the bigger play is mid right now. Like, if you miss this window, I think you're gonna be sad you missed it, because your top lane is just getting continually destroyed here. And I don't think Ollie has impact up here. Into early Vanguard Sand King, that's the other thing. You negate all of the Chen's damage or ability to stand up here. I think you're just feeding creeps at this point.
Really good use of the Caustic Finale. Schofield popping the creep and lands the arrow. Beautiful stuff.
Too easy for this man.
23's level 4. He's not getting out of this lane anytime soon, but he's going to keep getting pummeled. Oh, nice dodge there for the slight from Dark Mago.
Imagine if Makoto has one support here right now.
Yeah.
The amount of pressure you're getting off this move and off the advantage he created. Just a missed opportunity for Talon, which is sad because I think when you get these matches where you can abuse Ember, it feels so nice to punish this hero because he falls behind and then his damage is just behind the whole game.
But now he gets to level 6, so he's able to deal with the constant harassment of the Omni Knight by just TPing back to base.
I mean, Makoto's still having a good game here as he misbottles a rune. Oops, that's a little rare, but now he's going to have to try and make up for a top. Is this a lane you can bail out?
Wait, how do you misbottle a rune?
I mean, he misbottled it.
Did he put it in his backpack?
Yeah.
Oh. Why was it in his
What do you mean?
backpack?
He had bottle and backpack, and he picked up Invis, and now he's Invis with an empty bottle.
Why was
That's
it
a
in his
misbottle
backpack in the first place?
Oh, he was eating some tangos, munching on some grass.
All right, fair enough.
I think that's why they paused.
Good, bro?
23 said, you're Bro, where's your bottle?
A little bit too much grass.
Can you pass me a charge? I used them all. Sorry.
All right, well, they'll let the Pudge be able to take the mid lane.
Is this Invis Omniate getting top a thing?
They need to relieve some pressure at this top lane.
I feel like it's not, though.
At the same time, well, I mean, 23 doesn't have another option, though.
Tower is under attack.
I guess.
They got to get him to 6. They're going to show. Oh, the Pounce barely misses, and they're able to get away. Sacred Burrow Strike, Sandstorm over the side, plays underneath the creep wave. And you were correct. It's not a thing.
I mean, that was closer than I thought, but I just feel like that play is very low probability. And again, I think if you're Talon, you can't really go and play through this Slark lane anyway because you just don't have options playing
nice.
into the Vanguard.
The Hurricane back. That'll force Jabs to be TPing away. That's that 100-0 potential we were talking about.
This game is looking very solid for Beast Coast, which maybe means they should be worried.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when this team does well, they tend to lose those games. It's like last time, Dark Mago was bottom 3 net worth. That was just an easy win. They've never had an easier win in their life. This game might be really hard for them.
You know what? Maybe that's what it is. When they're winning, you're naturally going to focus on shutting down the enemy, which means trying to get kills. But if you're losing, Hector's just going to, rat the map and get CS.
It's an interesting theory. Maybe you should pass it on to them. I'm sure they'd appreciate the insight.
Yeah, something tells me they wouldn't.
You guys should lose more. Then you'll end up winning.
Call it the sheepstick theory.
Oh, that's why it's terrible. The Harpy.
Saved.
Clutch save.
Oh, nice. Schofield pulling the wave. Gets caught by the hook, though, and into the split earth. Jabs.
See you
fully
later.
Believed in that hook from Q.
K1 will get the tower. Nice space, brother. This team knows who they're playing for at all times. Make no mistake.
And he's looking at a fast Radiant, potentially. Dismember, but no split earth behind it. So Q may just die for this. A little close, but Stinger.
Blood grenade missed? Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah, I think so.
A little sad, but Makoto's here.
Hit him with the hammer.
Give him the slap. +1. We're on the board. And he had regen running that whole time. All right, now there's a big question of, like, can Makoto run around and kind of make up for what happened in some of these other lanes in this game with mid-Omniate? That's a big question.
Yeah,
Hero's
does
not
Omni Knight
really-
exert that kind of pressure?
I guess. I mean, Hector's feeling it right now. Like, he can run at you. You can't really fight him right now. He does okay damage, but his catch is pretty lackluster. He doesn't have map mobility. And every time you run at heroes, you're not farming. It's a very weird mid-hero to play. Kind of have to snowball off the lane and gain momentum that way and just keep abusing low net worth cores, which is another reason I wanted Talon to really go mid this game. Like, even if top sucks, I still think the best way for them to maybe make up for it was to go mid. Because now you're just almost on even footing between him and Dark Mago in terms of actual items here. And I don't think it feels great. Like, if you're Makoto here, you're just losing your tower. Help. Help the Omniscient.
You've got two supports that really can't do a whole lot. I mean, land a hook, great. You don't. What are you doing here?
You're tanking it.
Apparently, that is the call here. Gets off the Dismember on the Ember Spirit. No follow-up, though. They did their one play, which was Purification. After that, all the damage is out the window.
Man, Sacred is just so far. Absolutely ridiculously far in the Sand King. He's just going to go Ags. Okay, we are going to see that Sand King Ags.
Is the Sandstorm level 1 still?
No, he maxed. I'm pumped to see it. Because you don't have the spell immunity on Talon's side. We'll see just how good it is in a good game versus susceptible heroes.
Yeah, it might help offset the nerf, which was the Dust, right? Dust is pretty bad for Sand King now. Arrow, nice dodge there from Q. But if you, like, even if they see you, if you're just strong inside of that Sandstorm, maybe the Dust won't matter as much.
I mean, now Makoto's getting run off. This is not what you want having.
Oh, that was a close one. Misses its mark, though. And what does land is the Burrow Strike arrow. Makoto has the heal. A lot of magic damage coming in, though. They have the team helping him out, but that last impetus is enough damage. Sand King's gonna die, though. Talon might be able to run down more. 23, another miss pounce from him. Uncharacteristic misses that have gone a little bit astray here. Missed out on 2 different kills.
And these slates are adding up.
On Schofield, but yeah, they got to be careful with Dark Mago, man.
Arcane Rune doing work.
Still has the Dark Pact. Does not have his ultimate, so needs to be a little careful here.
Good engagement from Talon, though. Bringing the Chen with the mech. Maybe even finding a little bit more off the end of that. Yeah,
I like
nice.
that. They played where the Slark's like, oh no, they don't have vision here, and they just hit out in that one spot.
And this is a comeback mechanism for 23. He has to get involved in some of these fights. Just on the overextensions from Beast Coast, punish the high net worth Sand King, who, sure, he has a really good game here, but he's still susceptible to dying if you land a hook or land some stuns on him. Start getting those stacks up. Remember, you're stealing the Agi. You're gaining the strength. All we need is Silencer for the trifecta. And heroes will turn into bricks.
Oh man, I still can't believe that one missed.
That was a whole house. That's all they showed.
Yeah, I just wanted to show Q's
here's
hook.
Here's a highlight. Q missed the hook. All right, back to the game.
Back to you, casters.
Just wanted to make sure you all saw how bad that hook was.
Oh, Sacred. He really wants 23 to show. He's going to go hunting for the fish.
Found the fish.
Found him. Can they kill him?
I mean, K1's burning him. He has a radiance here.
Oh, the arrow slips on by, but I don't think it matters. That Centaur stun was good enough. Schofield will die in return, but well worth it for Beast Coast.
I mean, that's 1v5. At least you find something. This is Hector's radiance timing as well.
Watch out for that hook. Hey. Okay, he used hook, guys. Kill him. Makoto might be able to help make this hero a little bit tankier, but the epicenter is ripping through the 2 of them. Makoto getting dangerously low and will fall as well.
Just shredded.
This is beginning to look like a mirrored version of game number 1.
And Jabs has Bloodstone, but he just can't get to that fight. She's getting caught off here early. Not the straight engagement. I mean, now it's just insult to injury, you know. I guess that's on me, though. I kind of made it a meme.
Oh, also, production's just trying to, you know, like they're trying to help the team discourage support pudge picks.
Never refuse gold.
I don't think there's anything wrong with support pudge.
In your pubs? You're fine with it?
As long as it's not on my team. There's anything wrong with it. Go out there and pick it. Play it.
Be all you can be, chat.
I think it's better when you have easier setup. He just doesn't have much setup this game.
No. He has very terrible setup.
Damage just looked okay in the fight, so. I don't think against the hero. It's just the way this game went is also tough. You're having to take all these fights from behind. Now the Beast Coast cores are all caught up. That Omni pick value kind of goes out the window. Now you're just going to have to scale into the late game here. Build some ores up of your own. If you can get the pipe, that'll help you a lot in the fights. That is something Beast Coast will have to think about. Like, you want Radiance on Lifestealer. You're adding more into this AoE damage burn that Sand King, Mirana are doing for you. At the same time, it's going to make things like Pipe, Glimmer, the Bloodstone from Jabs here a lot better.
Sacred completes his Crimson Guard, so he can start working towards the aforementioned Aghanim Scepter.
I wonder why Hector went Radiance this game. Doesn't strike me as a crazy Radiance game. I almost feel like his job in the lineup is to provide the single target physical burst. But maybe he just feels like the fights are going to last so long that it'll pay off. Nice
Hook
little hook
over the
save.
side. Great save.
Yeah, we're the Pudge 4 haters now. Huh?
Jabs.
We better see that on the production highlight reel. I'm going to be real mad.
Trying to get off the epicenter of the split, or denies him. He's going to have to burrow strike on out of there, but 23 is going to catch up to him.
Damn.
Ollie takes the last hit with the Centaur. Q hops on over. Gets on top of Schofield, who does not have leap, but does have a Force Staff.
Also has a token. Why do all these guys have tokens? Stinger has one?
Stinger has one? All right.
Both Beast Coast supports have tokens? I was noticing someone else had one too.
Do we need to issue a PSA here at ESL One?
I don't know, man. I don't understand it. I'm mad. Wait, where's my Pudge highlight? Oh, why are you showing this? Show the other one. You're disservicing this man. And they say casters are biased. Production's biased.
Yeah, we're just trying to correct.
I hope there's, you know what? I hope there's a major Reddit thread calling out the massive bias of production in this match. And if there's not, I'm gonna be very salty.
Epicenter in front of him, chase him down, keep him slowed, wait for that Shadow Dance to run out. Oh, another Dark
Nice
Pact.
dispel.
Gets into the trees. Arrow's going to spot him for a second there.
Get the Lotus.
He's out.
Get those Lotuses. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's going for him.
I mean, he's making space while Dark Moggle's dying mid. Talon making some good moves in this game, finding the openings. I'm telling, if you let Talon get the ores in this game, I think you're going to have a bad time during that period. I really do. There's a lot of sustain in this lineup between Omni and Shen. You're going to have damage problems. This is the historical issue with Sand King. Tier runs into massive damage problems when the ores start coming out when you have sustained heroes. Yeah, there we go. Nice little clap for that one. We got it back in.
Is Q gonna go the? Is he gonna buy himself a shard at any point? I guess he wants the pipe first.
That is a big question.
Well, he may get it off the Tormentor, because that's an even bigger save when you have so much single target focus.
Ooh, nabbed him. They have a Centaur Stomp.
Need to be able to burst him, and they got him.
He couldn't make it.
Now the pounce.
This is a good fight for Talon. They want to get as much as they can.
They got to get out of here if you're Beast Coast. Full retreat.
I mean, this Q Pudge is heating up. Those are two pretty big hooks right there. And he's almost got pipe. This Pudge is going to be a problem, honestly, if he gets the pipe.
Yeah, I mean, their combo, the only reason I think this Pudge support is like a little bit better is because they have this core Omni Knight, right? So you're able to make the Pudge a lot tankier as the support than he normally would.
I mean, it's all the save mechanisms they have, right? The sustain is kicking in here, even after the rough early game. And I think Beast Coast are having issues finding ways to go on heroes, start the fight in a favorable way. Maybe you have to just infest Sand King on a jump or something, kind of surprise Talon out. That is exactly what they're doing. They'll find Shen. That's a good pickup.
Gotta watch out for that payload delivery. Sand King plus Infest Lifestealer. We haven't seen much of it this game.
The Hector's build is also really interesting. I guess it's just an anti-Slurk build. He's just massing the evasion. Radiance into the halberd, into that cape. It's like 3 evasion items.
Yeah, that's, I mean...
That's a lot.
They are going to take Roshan here. Yeah, we've seen it a few times before. I'm a big fan of the big evasion build on Lifestealer. I think it makes the hero a lot less susceptible to Force Staffs and Glimmer Capes and stuff.
Oh, I do like this build. It's just you are going to have to deal with like some magical damage later fight, right? Jabs is just going carry less here.
Oh, God, this is going to be a little bit close. The arrow comes through. It's a Lifestealer. That's a lot of their damage for Roshan. God, they have to be able to fight this one. A big epicenter burrow strike lands on a 2. But the sustain is helping out big time here. They found Sacred. Into the trees he goes, trying to duck away. Burrow strike's coming up soon, but not soon enough. 23 tearing him apart from the side. They're going to buy back. 23 actually dying here as the last bit of damage comes in just the nick of time. And Jabs needs a hook out. Gets it, but the Ember Spear. Dark Mago follows him through. Maybe
what a
burrow strike hit from Sacred on the buyback. All of them low. Talon falling apart now as they could not stand up to the second life of Sacred.
Oh, he makes it count for sure. Salvaging the end of that engagement. Talon looked like they might have been able to push through that, but not when Sand King comes back and destroys you that hard. Now you're just in cleanup mode.
Won't be here in time.
I don't think Makoto's in trouble here, but they're back into the Roche pit as K1 wants that Aegis for his friend Dark Mago. Man, these Roche fights, you just get clumped instantly.
Yeah.
And the big clump punishes seem amazing in these engagements. Teams are just not respecting the AoE that's coming out.
I think part of that is just the foreign nature of the ground, right? It's like you're not...
Yeah.
You don't have that, like, that history of being like, here's how you want to play team fights around Roche pit.
I mean, you just have 5 heroes in Sandstorm. Like, you're killing Sacred, but it takes you a while, and you use all of your sustain and save.
Yeah.
23 was thinking about going through the gate. I think he maybe wished he did go through that gate.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a big fight to win for Beast Coast, because if you lose that, you lose a lot of momentum, and it's also before this pipe comes out on Q. Imagine you had pipe in that fight. That might look very different.
All right, well, it looks like we forgot about the Wisdom Rune.
Yeah, you got 3 840s.
So
pretty nice for Stinger.
Yeah, all of a sudden, Stinger's level 12. All right, sick.
Same level as Jabs. That seems balanced.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if any team's going to intentionally do this, but as you can see, it does grow over time, but just like the bounty runes. So if you
should
can
actually leave
protect
them.
it and leave it there,
It is better.
it is much better.
Which makes sense this game. I don't think Talon had any way of ever getting there. Nor would I think they ever believe those runes to be there. Like, they're not going to, like, smoke to that rune.
Sure.
I mean, maybe that's some play you can make.
Could throw a gen creep over there, though.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he needed all the creeps he could get, though.
Stinger chasing after him. Now that he got all that experience, he's feeling strong.
Well, there's your pipe.
There goes your pipe. There goes your high ground defense in some ways, too.
You're running out of time here if you're Talon. Beast Coast picking up the pace. Got Aegis for 3 minutes.
23. That wasn't the support he wanted to find.
No, and he is still working towards that axe. He just doesn't have the pounces that he needs. Getting his ult forced
They're trying
here.
to body block him as much as possible. TP
He's
out. He's good. Okay, he managed to create a little bit of time.
That's decent space.
Yeah.
Got your Pudge back up. Pipe up in 20. I think this should mitigate the push from Beast Coast, who will go and farm out the rest of the map. You have Chen creeps bottom. So you are creating a little bit of pressure. Honestly, I feel like if you're Ollie, you want that magic resist aura. I feel like that's the biggest thing you can get in this game.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Maybe that plus Golem creep later. Just as much EHP as you can jam in the ball. So you can keep Slark alive as long as possible. Because 23, if you can build stacks, that is one of the ways you can cut through Crimson. You can not care about Sand King just sitting in Sandstorm as long as you're hitting people. But you have to be able to buff this Slark up enough that he can hit people. This is another big kill if they can
Great grab, but they do not have... Oh, he didn't have a remnant out anywhere. Uh-oh! That's going to be life number 1.
Jabs is not here, though. They don't have the stun.
Oh, we jump back to that remnant? That's the one he goes for? Okay, that's going to be all of his remnants, and he gets pulled back in. Q sneaks one past Makoto and picks up a Dark Mago kill. Massive.
Dark Mago. Dark Mago. No.
Oh.
No, no.
No, no. Oh, no.
Not like this. Why is every Beast Coast game like this?
And, I mean, they got 2 pickoffs. Beast Coast, you got to respect this.
Yeah, double damage Makoto. He's hitting hard.
Yeah,
he has that 50 talent. He has Shard. He's ready to smack some kids. This is not your grandpappy's Omni Knight. He's been getting fussed for 5 years straight. Nice arrow. And it's
Poking
gone.
at him. He's got to be careful to dismember into chain stun, though. Oh, okay. Epicenter. Not really that much damage.
Do anything.
No, it didn't. Force staff trying to get away. Smoke being popped there. Doesn't do anything.
The ball's heating up.
It really is, and it's beginning to roll over Beast Coast one by one.
Oh, boy. It's starting to feel like Beast Coast missed their timing a little bit.
I feel like whoever wrote this series is really uncreative. They just had the same exact plot for Game 1 and Game 2, just reversed.
Sometimes the most expected is the least expected.
He's out of remnants.
What is happening with Dark Mago's remnants in this game?
I'm not sure.
He's having difficulties, man. These 5-on-5s don't look that great for Beast Coast anymore. You're fighting through so much sustain. It's ridiculous. And now 23's, he's catching up. Like, he's got the Ags. His game is not that bad anymore. Sure, maybe you're not just going to kill his lifesteals through the evasion, but who cares? Is Hector outputting that much damage that he's such a threat you have to focus him? No.
No. I mean, more importantly, like, who cares about the lifesteal at all? Let's just pounce the Ember, pounce the Mirana.
Yeah. If you take the Ember out of the fight, that's so much of Beast Coast sustained damage. And I don't think you care about Sand King. Maybe you care when he gets the Hags and he's stunning you, but right now, you don't care about him at all. This damage means nothing. He's just going to sit there.
He's doing twice as much damage to the lifestealer.
I think it's Ember or bust, and in other words, Beast Coast need to keep Ember alive or it's going to bust. Tormentor goes down. Ollie will get that shard. So now he can get some Granite Golems up in here.
I guess that's good.
It's even more.
I want to see the Q one though.
Yeah, this is 70% bonus HP now. These fights look
That
rough.
number is. You know what? Neutral creeps, man. New neutral creeps. Something else. 70%.
No, 17.
Oh, 17.
What are you smoking? 70?
Score given.
That makes more sense.
I mean, the golem got buffed, but not that much. My God. Read some notes, kid. I don't know what to tell you.
Listen, I scrolled through the neutral ones. I was like, okay, neutrals level up. That's cool.
Yeah, Granite Golem now gives you 300% your HP in level 4. 23 has Mage Slayer as well, so that's even more mitigation. He has Shard on top of that, so the Depth Shroud's out, the Mage Slayer reducing, you have Glimmer Cape on Ollie, plus Granite Golem Aura. Dandelion Amulet out here for Makoto. Another small magical barrier. Dandelion Amulet for Jabs. Does it ever end?
Magic, magic, magic.
I feel like you have to kill all these heroes before you can even start to kill them. It's all just barrier. You're going to be fighting barriers for days.
Okay, so Beast Coast, a 5-man fight kind of seems out the window now. Until you get some better physical damage. Until you get, like, Nullifier on Lifestealer or something. Which he is going to go next. He has the Helm of Iron Will and is not too far away.
I mean, Nullifier's fine, but honestly, a lot of the EHP from Talon are either passive auras or just heals, right? Like, Nullifier's not cutting through a lot of the sustain.
I'll cut through the barriers at least.
Sure, and then there's still a lot to deal with. I don't think you can win the 5-5 right now. I think you need a lot more damage. You need a 3rd or 4th item on Dark Mago. You need another physical item on K1 for sure. And then you need to find the right jump. You have Orchid on Schofield. Another pretty interesting purchase. If you can find the right target with
away, get a 4-staff out, go for the TP. Oh, no, intercepted. It's fine, it's fine. Jabs is there for the recovery.
No harm done. We don't need to show that one again.
Q misses out on a... He just really wanted the strength, you know?
I mean, I don't blame him. Every strength in this game is pretty valuable. All right, we have Sand King Ags completed. He has the level 15 radius talent as well, which I guess makes it worse, but I mean, you can't do anything about that. So this is the fight. Let's see the power. Let's see the power of the king escalated.
I mean, my experience is it's nice, but it's not that game-changing.
Let us see the power. Unlimited power. Unlimited burrows.
It's very limited.
This man is going to seal totem in and stun all of them. I'm calling it.
That hook lands.
It's a good one.
Arrow's going to come through. And with seeing all those heroes of Talon on the high ground, we get on out of here.
Talon just poking. They're just poking right now. Trying to catch a hero out of position. They're okay playing for the next Roche as well. I don't think they feel too pressured in this game. Also, there is a shield rune on Makoto right now, so he has an extra 1500 HP here. Even more barrier in case you thought they didn't have enough. Infest on the backside, trying to focus Jabs.
Oh no, the epicenter a little bit shy. Jabs is not going to go down easy.
That axe did nothing.
Yeah, use the Ogre Seal, breaks the Sandstorm immediately. Mago's in the middle of all these heroes, gets dismembered through his BKB, has a hop away onto a Remnant, gets another one soon. Got to be careful of those pounces though. Oh, the Ogre Seal to hook. Now that would have been highlight worthy. Unfortunately, maybe still highlight worthy. Misses just ever so barely.
All right, the big question there. Did Sand King Axe do anything? No. It did. I don't think it stunned anything. Second big question.
Yeah.
How do you kill anybody on Talon?
You got to catch him solo.
So he burrows, didn't hit anybody, and then he got one burrow on the Omni. Okay, so not the best debut.
No.
I think we can say with Cernino that was not exactly what he was looking for there. But I think the second time around, he's just warming it up, you know.
getting rid of all the bad RNG.
It's a bold committal from Talon. If Beast Coast can get here, this is exactly where they want to fight. A clumped position where you're just stuck in that sandstorm. Sacred infested.
Oh, this could be perfect. The arrow's going to give them some vision. They're going to finish off the Roshan, get the Aegis and cheese.
Oh, it's an
And
Axe.
Beast Coast are going to choose not to engage. No, they are going to engage. They're going to go straight for the Omni-Knight with the Nullifier, trying to burst him down, but the Depth Shroud helps them out, and Beast Coast, without the Omni-Knight kill, there is nothing you could do here. It's just full-out retreat. Oh, Beast Coast trying to fight through this one. They do manage to kill Ollie, but more importantly, Hector needs to get out of here, and he's trying to get out, but the pounces just keep on coming. Already used the Infest to try and start the fight. Had no way out after the fact.
Too much sustain. Did kill a hero, though. That's pretty good.
It is actually so sad when it's that big. How little it lands.
Was that a pun or?
No, there was a euphemism. There was no pun there. I'm just saying that the sandstorm being big is not looking.
It's
so
not
good.
It's not working for him. They have Gem now too, so Makoto's he's just running every sandstorm and start smacking you. Cheese on jabs, even more sustain. Aegis on 23. Happy to pick that one up. Also, am I like seeing things? I swear I saw an Ags drop from that Roche.
No, that was the second Roche of the game.
Yeah, so it's impossible. What did I see on the ground?
Maybe 23 dropped his.
I swear I saw an Ags on the ground. It looked like an Ags on the ground. Maybe I'm seeing things, man.
It could be.
Oh.
It's gone 7-3-3 man.
I stand for the light.
Hex finish for jabs. It's just getting too easy at this point. Like, you can't jump and burst anybody here, and they're getting the control for you. The second your rage is out, if you're still in that fight, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for what's coming.
I mean, their one opportunity to try and burst down the Omni-Knight, 23 has the answers to that. So,
yeah, that's the problem. They have so many saves, and your lineup is this single target focused jump.
yeah, what the hell
That's
do
why
you
I thought
do?
this game was going to be hard. You just missed the window where you could close it out, and now you're going to have to bank for some big sandstorm spikes.
Okay, the backline, Schofield does get dismembered. A lot of damage from that Ember Slight, though. Hector now popping his rage, starts leaning into Makoto. See if he can burst him down with the impetus, helping out. That's a decent amount of pure damage and might just be enough. No, 23 gets off his Shadow Dance and will be able to stay alive, pouncing after Hector and finishes him off. Mago trying to jump away, jabs, keeping him toe-to-toe there constantly until the final jump away into the fountain eats the cheese. And back into the racks as they go with 60 seconds to work with.
23 trying to find a space to regen up, couldn't. They'll just go back in instead. I mean, this sandstorm is hurting him. It's messing him up.
Yeah, well,
But you can't commit.
can't do enough.
You don't even have Epicenter anymore. They still have Aegis for a minute and a half. There's just no damage. There's too much heal. The draft was too damn good.
Oh, nice snag. Keep on getting the pickoffs and push Beast Coast out of this game potentially. They
Burrow
have
strike
15 seconds.
up.
Really good Burrow Strike. Ogre Seal Totem trying to get away, but Q follows him with the same totem.
I mean, Sacred did decent damage in that fight. I was moderately impressed by that Sandstorm high ground defense, you know. He did like 7,000 damage.
Yeah, over the course
good.
of like 3 different sandstorms.
Well, I mean, you just gotta take away all the man's thunder. Just gonna show all his flaws.
Well, he took away his own thunder. He's Beast Coast now.
This is why you never made a pro cap, because you're too negative. Hey, being a professional player in
I'm
modern
too
day
negative.
is about looking at the positives of every
Oh,
situation.
another grab!
You know, like maybe Stinger wants to be there.
Maybe. Okay, they do manage to finish off the Aegis, and if they can finish off this last rack during that time, oh no, here comes the
GA.
save. Nullifier managed to get the Force Staff over to the side here. Jabs turns around the split earth, lands on Hector, and Hector dies.
Still have Depth Shroud. Sacred gonna try and make something happen. Gets 3.
Epicenter.
But he has no Sandstorm.
That looks terrible.
GG indeed. As that last strike will do it. Well,